Greetings from LAASA Foundation. To wipe out few tears, we have to take few steps. My dear friend of this wonderful, glorious mission of LAASA, our life is so valuable. We all know that. But how many of us have identified it? And how many of us are implementing those values that really struck in our mind? And how many of us have the dreams and goals that really inspires us every time, where there are called inspiring goals or inspiring dreams? See, one must have an inspiring goal or an inspiring dream. Merely just dreams and goals will not motivate us. An inspiring dream, an inspiring goal will certainly be the motto, will certainly be the fuel, will certainly be the energy to reach the wonders of the world. Today, we are going to have a chat with Mr. Jalumuru Lokanadham, a resident of Parlakamidi village of Gajapati district of Odisha state of India. See, what is the greatness of Sri Jalumuru Lokanadham? See, he is also a very normal person, leading his life along with his family, working as a government teacher. Okay, it's all very simple life about him. But why he came into light? The simple thing is that he has set an inspiring goal with LAASA. He was introduced to LAASA Foundation by a proactive volunteer, Sri Kottur Kalidas, some 3 to 4 months back. And just 4 weeks ago, when he spoke to the founder, Sri DSV Bhardwaj, myself, he was greatly inspired, and he took a valuable and the most inspiring decision, where to join at least 108, that is 108 new volunteers in our LAASA Foundation within a span of 30 days, that is 1 month. And he had achieved it. He joined 108 new LAASA volunteers from all corners of Orissa and from various relations, from various groups of his friends and colleagues and everyone. And hats off to his commitment. And let me introduce Sri Jalumuru Lokanadham garu. Sir, namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, first of all, I would like to congratulate you and extend my deepest gratitude, as you have taken an oath to join 108 volunteers in just a span of 30 days. What is the real motto, and which element motivated you to do such noble initiation into this wonderful LAASA Foundation?
Sir, thank you very much for your good compliment, sir. Thank you, LAASA, and thank you, LAASA Foundation team of Srikakulam district of Andhra Pradesh. So, I must be thankful to everybody else, and I must convey my special thanks and namaskar to my cousin, Mr. K. Kalidas garu, who is a teacher in Srikakulam. So, very first I was introduced by Sri Kalidas garu to our foundation in the month of December, sir. So normally I used to pay or not pay. It should not be said as pay. So so I used to donate 108, right, beginning from December to March, sir. December, January, February, and March. So the turning point of the day was 25th of March, when the very first time you talked to me, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay. So what is the main inspiration that you have, that that had motivated you to join more volunteers, and what is the method that you have used in drawing attention of more people into this wonderful organization?
Sir, when I was working in different colleges of Andhra Pradesh, just before coming to this Odisha government teacher post, so I had a kind of interest in doing social activities, sir. So,
Okay.
so I was working with many college students, including both girls and boys. Even NSS program officer, National Social Service Program Officer, and even I was also acting as the chairman of that NSS also. So, and even when I was working in different colleges, so we used to conduct blood donation camps, and even so that was the first time in 2009. So a blood donation camp was organized in a college, Vamsudhara Degree College, Challavanapeta, Andhra Pradesh. So there, on that day, we donated 42 units of blood, and after a few years, so that was in 2013 on January 4th, and we invited Dadan District Collector Sri Saurabh Gaur, IAS of Srikakulam, and so we welcomed him to inaugurate the blood donation camp on that fine day. We, I mean, with the help of some of the final year college students and local fellow men, and we, the staff, donated 60 units of blood, sir.
Good. Great.
So I used to be a part of all these programs. So that motivated me to introduce LAASA Foundation to various people who are living, I mean, people in the sense my kith and kin and my classmates and my friends, my relatives, so who are living in different parts of India. So it's quite natural, sir. So basically, so I have not been inspired by anybody else. It's an instinct from me, motivated to do so, sir.
Okay, what are the aspects of LAASA that had inspired you a lot?
Sir, the way what LAASA Foundation Srikakulam approaches, the very first a new volunteer is introduced, and even after introducing, very first he gets registered. That is the very wonderful process, and very immediately the message is sent to the new volunteer, and by the way, and the volunteer who introduces gets the message. It's a fine thing, sir. And secondly, so it facilitates to donate. I mean, it makes a wonderful arrangement with sending all the links, sir. And thirdly, we have got the best accessibility that you see. Whenever an activity is performed, so very immediately all the I mean, authentic information is reached to the officer. So that definitely gives a kind of a strength to the newcomer to join this LAASA Foundation, sir. These three aspects are very, very wonderful. It doesn't happen in any other charitable trusts or other foundations, as far as my knowledge is concerned so far, sir.
Okay, the thing which you have explained is the financial transparency and the reachability of the message from LAASA office to each volunteer across India, and what is the service activity is done, where it is done, and what is the amount which is being spent for this activity, and who has involved in it, who is the beneficiary, and what is their name, and what is the problem. All these things are addressed through one normal SMS, as well as a WhatsApp message will be sent to all the volunteers through the PIC even. Right. So it's just for that only, Lokanadham Garu. LAASA Foundation is such a transparent. We want to make it so exemplary. We want to make it so example. It's a sample organization.
Sir.
See, we are not comparing our organization to any of the organizations. We want to make this organization as a unique piece. Why? Mean, here the volunteer is the donor, the volunteer is the doer, and the volunteer himself or herself is the inspirer.
Absolutely,
This is volunteer centric. This is called volunteer centric organization.
Sir.
No chairman is involved, no secretary is involved, no treasurer is involved. no admin panel member he is going to involve in any of the activity. Any
Sir.
volunteer can upload any activity from anywhere of any corner of the India. Anyone can help any poor and needy at any caste or to any creed or to any religion. There is no barriers of caste, creed, religion, or any regions or this
Yes,
state,
sir.
that state, this community, that community. These most dirty narrow-mindedness that we have wiped out, and there is only one language, the language of art. There is
Sir.
only one caste in LAASA, that is the caste of humanity. There is only one religion, the religion of love. And
Yeah.
there is only one God, he is omnipresent.
Yes, sir.
And very great that you have joined 108 volunteers in just 30 days. What is the methodology and what is the approach and how you have approached all your fellow beings, relatives, friends, colleagues, how you have approached all the most valuable people and how you have drawn their attention and how you have registered them in LAASA?
Sir, you have asked me a wonderful question, sir. So, it's applied not only to join the volunteers of LAASA Foundation Srikakulam, sir. It's quite applicable to do any simple task or Herculean task, sir, as far as my knowledge is concerned. So, let us come to the point, sir. The very first day I chocolate a program that who are quite known to me, the very first one. And so you say that I have opted only 20 kitchen kin or friends and my colleagues and all. So we have a kind of affection in me especially. So I had a contact with them. So simply I shared my views about a wonderful social organization who is doing different service activities across India, that to 10 states of India. And very secondly, I said only one thing, and just even if a stone, you say, a pebble is lying on the road, nobody wishes to pick it up and throw it outside. So in these days, a foundation which comes forward and which facilitates wonderful activities in different categories like food and nutrition and basic needs and medical aid and educational aid and livelihood. So that definitely convinced my friends, sir. And thirdly, I said only one thing. So far, like these, just before that, I have shown some pictures to them, sir. So these are all the activities regularly done by LAASA Foundation of Srikakulam, and definitely they came to know that. And I said only one thing, like this across 10 states of India, 620 activities have been organized so far. And secondly,
1620.
sorry, sir, 1620 activities. And secondly, 1 crore and 30 lakhs of a huge amount has been spent for these 5 categories like food and nutrition, basic needs, medical aid, educational aid, and livelihood. And the huge sum, the lion's share was particularly spent for medical aid, sir. So I said these things. And that too, 5,200 frontline warriors are working. And in this LAASA Foundation of Srikakulam, the founder is zero and the volunteer is the hero, sir. So that definitely motivated them, sir.
Great.
Sir.
Great and well said. The founder is zero because any organization for that matter, they owns a lot and the donors owns the less. Here,
Sir.
the organizers owns the organization, but they are not in a position to. Even myself as the founder and chairman of this organization, I am not into any of the service activities directly involved.
Yes, sir.
Because we want that this organization is to be performed. Even a normal and an average citizen who walks on the road must join, and he must be in a position to serve his fellow beings and to wipe out a few tears of them. That is the main motto of us.
Sir.
And great on part of you that you have joined 108 volunteers within a time of 30 days.
Sir.
Really, it is so motivating. And my dear friends and listeners who are listening this wonderful chat with Mr. Lokanadham Garu, all of us have to recognize one thing in our heart. See, there will be setbacks. There will be negative comments. See, there will be some matter or the other which is being spoken by many of the people when we do a great and a good thing. but we should not mind all those things, and we have to have single focus that what that we are doing, how we are doing, and what for that we are doing. This is so important, and you have made it and great on part of you, and hope that you are the wonderful example for all the 5,300 plus volunteers, and they must all, and everyone must learn from you that there is some very great and good in each individual of this world. See, everybody is good. If we could catch the goodness of the each person, LAASA could be developed, and LAASA could have a volunteer number in crores, not even in lakhs. Right? And I would like to ask you to address our volunteers lastly. Request them, what is your request or what is your appeal to them regarding LAASA and how they have to take this mission ahead, and what is the main tagline that they have to bear in their hearts when they have to do any motivation or motivating other people. Please do share your appeal to all the viewers and listeners.
Sure, sir. Sir, I would like to appeal all of our volunteer friends to go with full confidence, sir. That is very first thing. And secondly, so we are all doing for a noble cause, for a good cause, and for the welfare of the humanity, sir. And thirdly, so if we are going to succeed in a good project like serving the needy and deserved and downtrodden, so definitely the power of God and the force of God will be definitely
Will be with us.
Will be in our favor, sir. Will be in our favor. So,
good.
Lastly, so long as we are the volunteers of LAASA Foundation, and at any time, at any cost, at any place, we can raise our heads, sir. Definitely, the society definitely gives a warm welcome, sir. It receives, sir, definitely. So that has proved me to join 108 volunteers in the matter of 30 days, sir. That's the only one thing, sir.
Okay, great. And even I think that you have performed one service activity to a 27-year-old leprosy patient of Odisha.
Sir.
And it's a great privilege even to the organization to serve the humanity in various corners of our beloved motherland. And thank you very much, dear Lokanadham Garu. And your name itself has Loka, means the world. And I hope that you will become the light of the world. And it is not just an ending, it's a beginning. And you must take a firm determination and a decision of divinity to join some lakhs of volunteers, not even in thousands, in lakhs and crores of volunteers. And one thing I was greatly inspired with your word. As a founder, I am greatly inspired with one of your word, which I was very much inspired, is that one day while I am speaking to you on phone, you said that, sir, not only in India, in any part of the world, any need to, any deserving occurs, LAASA must stand, and we must go ahead to help them at the best level, at the best possible level. And really, it uplifted me as a founder and chairman, as a first founder volunteer of this organization. Even I was uplifted by the term which you used, and God made you to use that. And hats off to your dedication. And let this commitment flow forever. And let your love lit the lamps of many lives, and let your love may serve many downtrodden and deserving people. And dear Kottur Kalidas Garu, you might be listening to this wonderful conversation. Thanks for introducing such a wonderful and noble brother to our LAASA Foundation, and making our organization to shine something more. And my dear volunteers, this is just a tab to acknowledge the commitment levels of our volunteers. So this is a trial from our LAASA team to just share and to just open his views over the wonderful mission which all of us are leading and which all of us are steering. And with lots of love,
Sir.
I conclude here, and I pray God on behalf of you and for the welfare of your family
Sir.
and for the welfare of all human beings. Let this world be the most best place to live on, and every sorrowful health hazard
Sir.
which we are facing right now will come to a close within short time. And
Yes, sir.
let the Almighty shower His grace and radiance by
Sir.
allowing us all to have a wonderful life on this planet Earth. Lots of love. Here we are closing. This is DSV Bhardwaj, the founder volunteer of LAASA Foundation. Thank you very much. Loving LAASA.